Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. Friends, today I have a lot of things to talk about, so I'll be having a couple of videos coming out one after the other. So I don't want to put them all together because each one of them is a standalone video on their own right. So that said, I would like to talk today about how the week has ended and what's in store going forward. So basically something similar to what I did yesterday, just seeing where the tea leaves are before the excitement of the interest rate decision comes into play for next week. So that said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Stock indices for Friday settled modestly higher, with the S&P 500 posting a 9.3/4 month high, the Dow Jones Industrial posting a 5-week high, and the Nasdaq 100 posting a 14-month high. So if you look at all of these things, the strength in technology stocks led the overall market higher, with Tesla climbing more than 4% after General Motors announced that it is joining Tesla's charging network for electric vehicles. Higher treasury note yields on the Friday market limited the upside in stocks. The markets are looking ahead to interest rate decisions from the Fed, ECB, and Bank of Japan next week. I think for us the most important is the Fed, and market expectations for the Fed is to raise the funds target range by 25 basis points at the next week's FOMC meeting. Yesterday I had discussed the economic calendar with you for next week, so you can always look at the video from earlier. And based on that, I think the odds of a 25 basis point hike has gone on next week is gone up to 31% as compared to 28% which was on Thursday. So the Friday odds have increased. This could also be because of the fact that after Australian Central Bank, Canadian Central Bank has also hiked the interest rate by 25 basis points. So we need to see how the whole thing will pan out, because I believe Germany is already in recession. So the future looks a bit cloudy, but again, on the positive note, Tesla closed up more than 4% after General Motors said it would adapt its electric vehicles to Tesla's superchargers. So that's a very big positive for Tesla, and that drove up the S&P 500. On the bearish side, weakness in the regional bank stocks weighed on the overall market. And another positive news is that Netflix closed up more than 2% up after research from Antenna reported that Netflix averaged more than 70,000 new customers a day in the 4 days after it began telling customers that they would no longer share passwords from May 23rd onwards. So those were the big positive news. Now let me quickly take you to the price charts so that we can have a quick look at where things are at before we terminate this week. I'm in the Nasdaq futures on the TradingView platform, and as you can see right now, it's around 8:15 p.m. on 9th of June 2023. And the Nasdaq futures is up 1.60%. It's looking good out here, but as you can see, the RSI is already overheated. So let us park it out here and let's go and look at QQQ, which ended up the day 1.35 points up, that is 0.38%. So it was not anything superior or anything, it's just like placeholder. It's been range bound. It's a very, very small range of movement if you see the body of this doji candle, and we are still on a bullish path, so that's a very good sign. And then if we go to the established technology established companies, FNGU, which is my favorite, went up another 2.54%. I'm very happy with the way it has ended. And again, we had the cup and handle pattern, as I mentioned yesterday. We again managed to go up again, and we have challenged this resistance at 135.47. Now everything depends on the interest rate decision. We are going to move sideways at the worst, and at the best we'll break through above this and go above. That's my feeling for IBM. Apple was up marginally at 0.22%, having opened higher. It fell down, but still it closed above yesterday's closing, so that's the positive. Microsoft also did well. Google also did positive, but rest of them all didn't do that well. And now let's go on to look at Genomics. And in Genomics, I'm really happy and delighted to note that DNA is up 5.11%, which equates to 9 cents. I'll take that any day. We are still above 1.70. And I have a wonderful news out here for anyone who is interested in Ginkgo Bioworks. We have a Morningstar pattern which has formed here. Morningstar pattern is a bullish pattern and shows trend reversal. So I'm thinking that our support of 1.82 is going to be the platform or foundation on which we are going to grow further in an effort to challenge our resistance at 2.12. There'll be a few more resistance. I had removed them. I'm just going to put a quick resistance line out here, at least the one that I can apparently see right away. And this is going to be a line of resistance for sure. I'll mark other line of resistances after this video is over. But we have still got space on the RSI, so I'm optimistic for more movement upwards. IMATIX, again, another thing in my portfolio, is doing well. It has gone up 4.08%, which is around 44 cents. I will take that. It's looking good. There's a new bull channel forming out there. However, the RSI is heated up. It's not overheated. It's heated up. So that'll be a little bit of consolidation. It also depends on what happens with the decisions, Fed decisions. Bionanogenomics has eked out a little bit of positive. And the next thing I wanted to see here was Editas, which is still hanging on to this support at 9.65. It didn't do well today. It valiantly opened up, but then it came down during the day. So it was not a good situation for Editas. Intelia also has converted the support at 43.64 back into a resistance. And PACB didn't do well. Illumina was down and it's below the diagonal line of resistance, which was earlier a diagonal line of support for a bull channel. And SQZ Biotech was also bad. Invitae didn't do well. Crispr Therapeutics, for some reason, has dropped a lot of value. I think this is a good opportunity to dollar cost average, because I believe that we should be dropping out. I'm just going to pull this forward. So this is another pennant that I can see here. So if we consider this to be the main pennant, we have to come out on the upside because it's a bullish pennant. So that's my feeling. Let us see what happens, because the momentum is very weak right now. Let us see if there is any bad news for Crispr. I don't see any bad news. So it must be some profit taking nervousness before the end of the week, or it could be options actions. And then we have Verve, which didn't do well, and Allogene didn't do well. Bluebird is just about trying to form the cup and handle pattern. So tomorrow I need to see a move. On Monday I need to see a move down and then a move up, and that's what I'll be looking for to validate this cup and handle pattern. Prime Medicine has dropped even more value. Beam Therapeutics cup and handle has got destroyed. Unless we see a movement upward on Monday, I think this cup and handle pattern would have expired. Caribou Biosciences is still hanging on to the resistor support out here at 4.26. And Schrodinger is trying to break out of this bullish pennant, but not succeeding. But it's a bullish pennant, so it is going to break out on the upside. I feel confident about that. So that's what we have here so far. Fate is also not done very well. So that, my friends, brings me to an end of this video today. I had a wonderful time watching American Gene Technologies do their special event. They have launched AdImmune, and they're going to take it into IPO. They got funding already, and they're going a big way. And also they disclosed the results of phase 1, and they have been phenomenal. I'm going to make a separate video on that for our HIV viewers, because they're more interested in the therapy side. But for our viewers on the business side, I'll be doing a separate video on AdImmune, which is going to be a new company which is going to focus purely on AGT103-T, which has had a very, very successful phase 1 clinical trial result for their HIV therapy. So there will be two videos on AGT and AdImmune. One is going to be for the business people who are looking at it from an investment perspective. Another is going to focus purely on AGT103-T phase 1 clinical trial results and where they are right now, based on what Jeff Galvin, the CEO of the company, spoke to us today. With that, I'd like to end this video, my friends. Have a nice day, and have a great weekend ahead of you. And I hope there is no smog from Canada, wherever you are. In Toronto, we are having a little bit of smog out here, the smoke coming from the wildfires. So the air quality is not that good. I'm a bit congested, but I will survive. I'll come back to you with a video tomorrow. Bye for now.